Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with another verse written by Surdas, who was a 16th century Hindu devotional poet and singer known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. The lyrics are written in Braj Bhasha. Surdas was a part of the Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. This movement represented spiritual empowerment of the masses. Surdas's work raised the status of Braj Bhasha from a crude language to that of a literary one. The genesis of Brahmar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. According to the narration in the Puran, the inhabitants of Braj could not reconcile with the loss of Krishna to Mathura. The depth of their sorrow knew no bounds. Krishna sent Uddhav to Braj, where he explained the divinity of Krishna to his parents, Nand and Yashoda. He told them that Krishna was formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end. And omnipresent. He advised them to look for this Krishna rather than the child they had brought up. At this stage, gopis who had assembled by now take Uddhav aside and probe him to learn as much as they can about their beloved Krishna. They repeatedly chanted Krishna's name. Meanwhile, a black bee droned into this assembly. The gopis taunted Uddhav through the medium of the bee. These verses are therefore known as Brahmar Geet. While Uddhav believed in Nirgun Brahma and Yoga, Krishna disagreed with him. He believed that this world could not subsist and grow without Virha and Prem Rasa. Uddhav's philosophical denial bored him. Krishna thought of affections showered upon him by parents and on relationship between brothers and sisters, between close friends, and between men and women. He considered Uddhav's emphasis misleading. How could anyone ignore the love showered by Nanda and Yashoda on Krishna as a child, and later by the gopis, particularly Radha? Krishna's Rasalila with the gopis under moonlight on the banks of Yamuna was a source of eternal joy to all involved. In Brahmar Geet, Surdas has written most of the verses from the point of view of the gopis, describing various states of mind and various happenings. Today's verse recalls fond memories of how Krishna helped gopis in their time of distress. गुप्त मते की बात कहूं जनी कहूं काहू के आगे कई हम जाने कई तुम ऊधो इतनी पावई मांगे. We'll tell you a secret, but don't reveal it to others. एक बार खेलन वृंदावन कंटक चुभ गए पांव. Once one of us was playing in Vrindavan and a thorn went into her foot. कंटक सो कंटक कई काढ़ो अपने हाथ सुभाए. Krishna removed that thorn with another thorn held in his fingers. एक दिवस बिहरत बन भीतर मैं जो सुनाई भूख, पाके फल वही देख मनोहर, चढ़े कृपा करे रूख. Once another gopi was hungry. She told Krishna about her hunger. He looked at some ripe fruit on the branch of a tree. He climbed the tree, plucked the fruit, and gave it to the gopi. Satiated her hunger. ऐसी प्रीति हमारी उनकी बसते गोकुल वास, सूरदास प्रभु सब बिसराई मधुबन कियो निवास. Such was our love when he lived here. But now he has forgotten when he has gone to Mathura. For him, it looks as if we don't exist. उद्धव जी, आज हम कुछ ऐसे गुप्त प्रसंग आपको बताएंगे जो घटनाएं हमारे और कृष्ण के बीच में हुई. आप किसी को मत कहिएगा. एक बार वृंदावन में खेलते समय हमारे पैरों में कांटे चुभ गए. कृष्ण ने उन कांटों को एक कांटा लेकर आसानी से निकाल दिया. उनका ये संवेदनशील व्यवहार आज भी हमारी आंखों के सामने है. एक दूसरे दिन वन में विचरण करते समय हमें भूख लगी. जब हमने श्री कृष्ण से बताया तो वो एक फलों का वृक्ष देखकर उस पर चढ़ गए और पके हुए फल तोड़कर लाए. ऐसी थी हमारी मित्रता. आज मथुरा में जाकर उन्होंने सब कुछ भुला दिया है. ये वक्त का बदलना है. हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हम तो बेचारे हैं. Bhramar Geet is a fabulous combination of virha, grief of separation, Gyan and Bhakti. It is a combination in the face of which Gyan takes a back seat. Here the entire logic of yoga accepts defeat. All that remains is absolute devotion, Bhakti and Bhakti alone. Surdas believed that human beings could get mukti, salvation, with Krishna's blessings. Sincere bhakti is superior to Gyan, Yoga, Kama, Bhed and Jati Bhed. Surdas primarily delved in Vatsalya, Shringar and Shanta Rasas. With his burning intelligence and imagination, the poet painted the childhood of Krishna in luminous colors. His descriptions are beautiful, alive, and psychologically enriching. Surdas's Krishna is an embodiment of love and sweetness. The poet combined bhakti and shringar to describe union and separation with an intensity seldom achieved elsewhere. Bhramar Geet is not only one of the most sublime writings on Viraha and Shringar, but is also a unique discussion on Sagun and Nirgun. In the conversation between the gopis and Uddhav, we find a witty repartee and penetrating satire. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotional content, but are also rated high for a poet's craft. His language is simple, expressions spontaneous, and words full of learning. He is rich in imaginative similes and metaphors.